I love seeing the parents who, for the very first time, are walking through the halls and they hear their child taking a lesson, or they see their student musician in one of our ensembles, and it's overwhelming to them. Their eyes light up. They never dreamed that their child is participating in this way. You know, I get to share that with them. So I'm fortunate enough to have that type of moment just about every day.
I think my life would be really boring without music.
What better organization than a symphony to have a school attached with it? My dream about the Academy was that you could have a place where people could come and enjoy each other, have the camaraderie of learning together, and there's just not that many places that are established with the symphony orchestra.
Well, first of all, it's relatively unique across the country. There are only 4 or 5 symphony orchestras that do have an associated academy. For us, it allows us to fulfill the second half of our mission. The first part of the mission is to provide great live music experiences for the community. And the second is to educate. And the academy is the education arm of the Des Moines Symphony Association. So it's a wonderful opportunity both for individual lessons, individual learning, group experiences, playing in ensembles and orchestras. And that sort of experience, I think, is so critical on exposure to music, and our academy does it so well.
Well, I think what makes the Academy special, hands down, is our teachers.
Okay, hey, nice tall violins. Make sure can you all hold your violins without your hand. Aha, looks pretty good. Put it back.
I have always loved discovering and being curious about things. I've always loved being taught, and I knew that I really enjoyed imparting my knowledge of this instrument and of music to others, and so I wanted to do that. For the young ones, we do a lot of play and games back and forth just to make it exciting and to make it really fun and interactive so that they understand, like, this is a lesson, this is exciting, I want to come do this, and we build in structure through that. And then once I get to the older students, then we can kind of dive right in because they understand more of, like, this is information that I can take and now produce sound with.
We have some of our faculty members that are professional musicians outright, some that have a dual role between being a performer and also an educator. When they come here to teach, they're just bringing worlds of skill sets to our students.
When you present an idea and you present it to your best explanation and your best demonstration, and then you see them perfect it and figure out what it actually is, and then you see them start to understand it and try to do it and implement it into their playing. There's no experience that I've had that's quite that powerful between myself and a student when I see that, and it's awesome. Yeah.
It's nice to learn from our teachers what we're doing wrong or what we're doing right. And from your stand partner, it's even fun to figure out what you've been doing wrong and what you've been can fix in the future. And it's given me lots of experience with other people and different ways. I love all the pieces, but one of my favorites is the Saisons, which I'm practicing for All-State right now. It's really fun to play with other people. It's exciting to hear yourself play, then hear it with the whole orchestra when you get here. It's always fun to go to the concerts and perform for other people.
I've been a part of the Symphony Academy for about 10 to 12 years, since I was about 6 years old. Whether it's been through the Symphonia, Philharmonic, or Youth Symphony, all of them have been great experiences for me. And my favorite has probably been the Youth Symphony so far, because playing with like all the winds and brass instruments has just been really eye-opening to the possibilities of music.
We started our oldest at age 12 here, and because of the progressive nature and really the expertise of choosing repertoire and bringing students together as a community, all four of my children have really thrived in this program. But particularly because of the conductors. They've been able to provide motivating but accessible experience for the students. There's a great balance that they are able to strike to create a motivational, collective sense of well-being while the students are here.
And your child will learn more than just being able to play music. They will also learn that hard work pays off, and they will develop skills and leadership skills. The kids I see that come each week to the orchestra, they seem very driven. They know that hard work pays off. They know that, you know, they're going to succeed in life. And these are the kids that you want to watch. These kids are going to do something.
Yeah, my time in the academy has definitely helped me prepare in terms of like learning how to be a cohesive unit with a lot of other musicians, and learning how to follow a conductor even, because Maestro Junta and like Michelle Sanger and all of them have just been great mentors to me.
The board feels strongly that our mission is to the entire community, so the development of funds being available for scholarships for those who can't pay full tuition is absolutely critical and mission critical to what we do.
And I just don't want anyone to feel that just because they can't afford a music lesson or a violin or whatever interest they have in music, I don't want them to stay away because they can't afford it.
I think the Academy is really special here in Des Moines and in Central Iowa because it gives so many students who might not have the ability to play an instrument, to play a string instrument in particular through their school, it gives them the opportunity to get involved in orchestras at all different levels.
But it is critical. We cannot function without the public support that we get, as well as private support from organizations and individuals.
I love that we have an arts program in this building that extends beyond just a particular school district. We have kids from several counties that come together into the temple for rehearsals.
It's not just one school, it's not one program. There's just a lot of diversity in who is in the program, and to kind of come together in this unique space and kind of have this world-class maestro lead the youth symphony, and I was just really glad to be a part of that and kind of drive me towards a career in music and major in music.
Well, I think a really indication of a good, healthy community is the presence of arts in that community, and I think it attracts people to want to live here, and I think it improves the quality of life. I think well, of course I would think so because I'm a musician, but I think the arts are vital to any vibrant community.
The kind of critical thinking skills and the problem solving and the cooperation that musical relationships require are all pieces of how do you work in groups? How do you work with people who have a different task than you? How does a violin 1 part fit with a violin 2 part or a cello part? How do you work together with these people? And how do you make something beautiful come out of it?
It's so important to get as many wide and varying experiences as possible and connecting with people that you might not see every single day. And I think that the Academy really gives students that here in Central Iowa and is an institution that probably can't and won't ever be replicated.
What inspires me most about my students? Man, that's a lot of things. I love their curiosity. I love their enthusiasm. I love watching their wheels turn. I love watching them learn. That's one of my favorite things about being a teacher in general, is that it inspires me to keep learning, and it inspires me to keep growing so that I can continue to be better for my students.
Music is so much more than just playing an instrument. a way of expressing yourself. My name is Hannah, but I identify with being a violinist almost more than my first name.
Every student in this community not only can be exposed to music, but also participate in music.
Music is all about dedication. You can't really quit once you've gotten really into it because it's so tempting to just get back to it and have fun.
Music isn't just for the elite, it is for the community.
We're just creating the future, it's fine.